Hello, I'm Henry John Griffin, and this is a podcast to show you that I am getting ready to throw my computer out the window. And what I mean by I'm gonna break it is I mean that metaphorically speaking, I'm going to mentally grab my laptop and throw it down the stairs. And metaphorically speaking, I'm going to metaphorically break my laptop. Now, this does not mean I'm going to actually do it. This is just a metaphor that says it makes me feel like doing it. So, I'm just being poetic. I'm just being hypothetical. And I'm just being metaphorical. It's by far true that this Emlily's mental computer is not powerful system has stand out straight and has worked. Hallelujah. It worked. It works. I can use it. So I'm going to tell you about something that I need to get out my mind. Okay. I went downstairs to ask my dad a question. I asked my dad if he can buy me a cord for my laptop because I have been sitting here in the house exhausted waiting for it to come, which it's not gonna come. So I asked my dad that question and he told me to shut up. Well, I am going to do this recording and do this podcast so that he does not say a curse word or tells me to shut the fuck up. Because if he says shut the fuck up to me, then I am gonna get mad and I am going to metaphorically break my laptop that he bought me and throw it out the window in my dreams. So, I have compared angry feelings to that of a computer virus. Like a virus breaks your computer. So, angry feelings compared to that of a virus. I have compared angry people to computer viruses because in a lot of sense, I showed you that we are in some way, if we get angry, we are in some way who we are as the computer virus. Now, the truth is, who we are as the computer is within how we use the computer. A computer is an electronic device that's capable of manipulating data and processing information and storing it, given to it instructions by the main program and the people that control the computer. Well, in the 1960s, it was very popular to compare a human brain to a computer. That was the popularity of cybernetics, which we say the brain and the computer are very similar because they both process information. The metaphor would be the brain is a computer. The analogy would be that the information processing in the brain is that it's like a computer. But anyways, this is not what the video is about. I have came across with an analogy for Kill Kim Root or breaking a toy piano in Classroom 6. I came up with an analogy of breaking the toy piano when I go back to school. Breaking the toy piano. And this analogy of breaking a toy piano in Classroom 6 goes back to the computer virus. I am going to compare breaking a toy piano to Stephanie's computer getting a virus. So I'm going to show you these metaphors that I have talked about. My dad is not going to buy me the cord for my laptop, and I just made a negative statement. And if I use my imagination then in some way I could be considered a computer, or maybe an imaginary computer, if you will. Now, I'm going to show you every invention that started off in the imagination. That mechanical computer, that electronic device that manipulates data. My dad is not bothered or worrying about the cord for that device. And I have invented something called Emily's mental computer is not powerful. Yes, it used to be a TV show that I had on my MTV channel, which is called my YouTube channel called MTV Shows. Then when you hear a song on the radio, or some sort, or HG3 TV, or angry songs. Angry music is some kind of radio station. Angry music is some sort of radio station. You know the song "Shut the Fuck Up, Brian"? I like SpongeBob. That's an angry song. The song, even that Brian SpongeBob song is a mind virus song. And you know what mind virus songs are? They are somewhat compared to Emily's mental computer is not powerful, and mostly compared to Henry Computer virus rap. But at the same time, in a lot of ways, we compared mind virus songs and with HG3 TV to that of MTV. I myself am using a radio to talk. This voice recorder on my phone is a radio, and I can say what I want in it. But remember, the metaphor is that the voice recorder is a radio. I don't mean like an actual radio, like a radio in your car where you can just turn the station and you hear static. I mean, I can talk on my phone. It's a radio. That's a metaphor. And another metaphor would be my phone is a laptop. Then the analogy of it, or a simile, would be my phone is like a laptop. So I'm comparing my phone to another computer. I'm comparing my phone to a laptop right now. My phone is like a laptop. My phone is a laptop, like a laptop. So, I went downstairs to ask my dad if he can get me a wire for my laptop, and I am worried. I am still struggling, and I am worried that he is gonna say a cuss word. He is gonna curse. He is gonna say fuck in front of me when I'm not completely an adult. He's gonna say the F word in front of me. So I went upstairs to do a video and tell you guys that you know what? If he curses, we will delete it. I will delete it. And I will remove it from my memory. Because that curse word that he says is a virus for my mind. And my mind is like a computer. And every time he curses, my mind will get viruses. My mind will get a virus if he curses. Just like a computer would get a virus, our minds could get viruses. So yes, our minds are like a computer. Like a computer. They could get viruses. If my dad curses, then he is downloading a virus into my mind. And I can't process that information because that information is like an infected file. A file that has been infected with a virus. So what I did is, instead of corrupting it, I didn't want to corrupt it because it was going to make it worse. What I did is I did like some sort of system dump to take the curse words out of my system. So I did what was called a system dump. And I did that by going to a So if my dad does say a curse word, like I said, we'll delete it. It's called Emily's mental computer is not powerful system. That's how I invented, however, I created the Emily's mental computer is not powerful system, and I used that to remove my bad thoughts and get rid of it. And get rid of bad thoughts of I use the Emily's mental computer is not powerful system to remove curse words, because explicit can make your brain hurt from hearing explicit language. And if I hear explicit language again, I'm going to go to my Emily's mental computer is not powerful system and log into the Emily's mental computer is not powerful system. Probably, you know what I would do? I would log into my Emily's mental computer is not powerful system and access that system, because I might need that system to remove the data that's bothering me. So I created that. And it is true. I created an Emily's mental computer is not powerful system. And I use that system. And when I use that system, something gets deleted and it doesn't ever come back. That's how the revolution of the Emily's mental computer is not powerful system was another way to get out bad stuff. And, or if not, you don't have to use it. Like if you try to use it in school, I wouldn't think that would be a good idea to use the Emily's mental computer is not powerful system when you're in school, because that might upset her and she might come and tickle you. So that would not be a good idea. Use the Emily's mental computer is not powerful system at home. Don't use it at school. When you're at school, you could use another system. You could use the flagging system, or you can, there's a button now called I don't want to compute that. You can push that button. Or if you want it, or if you have to use the Emily's mental computer is not powerful system, I'll put it in the description below. Because what the Emily's mental computer is not powerful system really is, I will tell you what it really is. The Emily's mental computer is not powerful system is an analogy like using a flagging system to report a video as abuse and reporting a video as child abuse. This is known as flagging. The same way on how a YouTube flagging system works, the Emily's mental computer is not powerful system flags content that you don't like. Just like YouTube takes down videos that may not be appropriate. And videos that may be sexual or explicit. Reporting a video that may be sexual or explicit. Well, I would have to add explicit language to my Emily's mental computer is not powerful system. I'll have to add that. Now just remember, the concept and the content of what I told you what it is actually a system, a device stored on a mental processing system and both a smartphone. There's also the Emily's mental computer is not powerful app. And there's also the Emily's mental computer is not powerful website. You can go there and submit your complaint. And like I said, when you use that Emily's mental computer is not powerful system, you are sending that complaint to them, to the mechanical computer security. You are sending that complaint to the mechanical computer security provider. And that's the provider that is below from what you send using the Emily's mental computer is not powerful system. So guys, that's it for my broadcast. I'm gonna pause.